welcome to the Dark Tales. When I was just 15 years old, I witnessed a conflict that unfolded between three families fighting over a piece of land. The Ekali, Pajugbe, and Abayo families, who had once enjoyed a harmonious relationship, suddenly found themselves embroiled in a bitter dispute. It all began after the elderly members of the Akali passed away, leaving behind their children. A few months later, two young women from the Akali family took it upon themselves to approach the Ajugbe family, claiming sole ownership of the land that had been collectively shared by the three families for generations. Upon meeting an elderly man from the Ajugbe family, the two girls were told the true history of the land and the entrained ownership between the families. Realizing their errors, they decided to abandon their claim and return home. However, news of the initial visit reached the authorities, and the girls' action was misunderstood. The police, not fully aware of the complete story, arrested the elderly man from the Akeli family based on the allegation made against him. He was charged and taken to court, became entangled in a legal battle that he found difficult to fight without proper evidence. As the trial proceeded, it became evident that the Akali family lacked the necessary documentation to support their claim. The court proceedings were thorough, and the judge carefully considered all the evidence presented. Unfortunately, without solid proof or witnesses, the elderly man struggled to defend himself, and his case weakened over time. Tragically, during the trial, the elderly man from the Akali family passed away, leaving his family devastated and without anyone to fight on their behalf. This turn of events deepened the divide between the families, and tension escalated. However, it is important to know that while emotion ran high and conflict arose within the communities, an all-out war did not ensue. Realizing the need for resolution, respected elders from neighboring families intervened to prevent further escalation. They encouraged dialogue and sought a peaceful resolution to the dispute, emphasizing the importance of community and shared history. Though a series of community meetings and negotiations, it was agreed upon an independent mediator would be appointed to resist the land ownership. Both families, bonded by the weight of the conflict, reluctantly accepted the proposition, realizing that a peaceful resolution was in the best interest of all involved. The mediator conducted an intensive investigation, meticulously examined historical records, land survey, and testimony from other members of the community, which could provide valuable insight. After a thorough evaluation, the mediator presented their findings, which revealed that the land should be fairly divided among the three families, according to the history boundaries and the agreement. While the court's approval, the land was officially divided, offering each family their rightful share. While the scars of the conflict remained, the resolution brought a sense of closure and the opportunity for healing. The community, having witnessed the consequence of the dispute, collectively decided to prioritize reconciliation and future cooperation. Over time, the wound began to heal as the family made concerted effort to rebuild trust and mend their relationship. The engaging community initiatives, cultural exchanges, and joint projects that frustrated unity and understanding among them. The younger generation have learned from the conflict of the past, was determined to preserve peace and prevent a repeat of history. While the echoes of the dispute remained, the story serves as a reminder of the importance of communication, empathy, and forgiveness in resolving conflict and maintaining harmonious relationship within a community.